Hi everyone. Today we are going to look after the speed study. On the previous class we have discussed about the traffic characteristics and what do you mean by the traffic densities, etc. So which is the basic things about the traffic studies. So now we will go to the speed studies. Out of speed studies, spot speed is one of the major element. So spot speed is nothing but the instantaneous speed of a vehicle at a particular section. The particular section refers to the interest of an engineer or even the design aspect. So on the design aspect is the particular section. It may be a gradient separation or grade intersections or whatever it may be. So in case of mean speed is the average speed of spot speeds of all the vehicles passing at a given point. As I said, the given point may be an intersection or a road or a grade separation, whatever it may be. So at the point of interest, a number of vehicles will be passing. We can't say that specifically only 20 vehicles will pass or 10 vehicles will pass. There are lots and lots of vehicles will pass. So each and every vehicle has its own mean speed or the average speed. So even the spot speed, it's specific to the individual vehicles. It may be a car, it may be a trucks, or it may be a lorries, whatever it may be. So the spot speed of average of all the vehicles passing through at a given point is called as the average speed. So again this mean speed is categorized as time mean speed and space mean speed. So time mean speed is related to the time and space mean speed is related to the distance covered by the spot speed at that particular section. So in this, the time mean speed is calculated using Vt is equal to summation I is equal to 1 to n of Vi divided by n, where Vi is the initial velocity of the vehicle and n is the number of the vehicle. And in case of space mean speed has been calculated using Vs equals to n into L divided by summation of I is equal to n 1 to n t to I. So where n is the number of vehicles and L is the length of our interest, the spot speed particular section, how much was the length of the particular section, and Ti is the initial velocity. And furthermore, the speed study has been classified as spot speed study and speed delay study. So as such, you know what do you mean by spot speed study, and based on that the study procedures is carried out. And in case of speed delay study, maybe a vehicle which starts at an initial position will reach the final destination which always relates to the speed. So the speed of the vehicle is very much higher, it will travel fast. If it's very delayed, it will be travel low. So basic on the traffic characteristics, the speed delay study is carried out. So the next is the O&D study. O&D study means origin and destination. So a vehicle has an origin point and a destination point. So obviously the study which deals with this origin and the destination will give you a new alignment. So that's how we are going to see about this O&D study. So it determines the numbers, the origin and destination. So number of vehicles moving and the origin of the vehicle and the destination of the vehicle. So all these details are collected in O&D study, and it's helpful in planning a new alignment. Suppose there is a village road where a heavy traffic is found, maybe the number of vehicles passing is found to be large, it may have huge number of vehicles were passing, so there we can plan a new national highway or a state highway, so thereby we can predict or even we can go for a new alignment. So this type of study is furthermore helpful in planning a new alignment, road alignment. So that's why this O&D study is carried out. So they are generally carried out in roadside interviews and in license plates and written postcards. So roadside interview is nothing but it's done by an individual. So we will make someone to stand there. The individual stops the vehicle and collects the information about where they are coming from, where is their origin and where are they going to. So this is how they are collecting, and based on the cumulatives, how much maybe out of 100 we can even say 80% of the travelers follows a particular path. So we can even plan for a new alignment. So such that types goes on with roadside interview. The next is the license plate. By collecting the license plate details, so we can, from the license plate, we can know where is the origin, what is the origin of that vehicle, where does it comes from, and the entry point of the destination. At the entry point of the destination, we can even manipulate how much vehicles have passed from how much different districts based on this plates, license plates. Next is the written postcard. Written postcard is something like a prepaid bill or a prepaid something. So which the passengers or the vehicle drivers will given a card by which they can even recharge it, and they can use it from where they are going and where they are, from which point to which point they are traveling. So generally this is now carried out using FASTags. FASTags is one of the written postcard method by which the traveler or the vehicle is moving from which origination to which destination. We can even measure it out. That's one type of O&D study. So next is the traffic flow study. So these are some of the basic terms used in traffic flow study. So traffic volume is defined as the number of vehicles passed by the unit of time. Generally the unit of time is taken as hours. So the traffic density is nothing but the number of vehicles occupied by unit of length. Generally in traffic density, the unit of length is taken as 1 kilometer. Generally it is taken as 1 kilometer. So next the term is time headway. Time headway is nothing but the time taken for a successive vehicle to cross the forward vehicle's bumper. See, it is a successive vehicle and this is a forward vehicle. So such that this is a point. So when can this bumper, this successive vehicle pass this point is called as the time taken. If it is distance, so what is the distance of this vehicle to pass from here to here, then it is called as the space headway. So these are the basic terms in traffic flow studies. So next is the traffic capacity studies. So the traffic capacity is nothing but the accommodation of a road to how efficiently the road has been accommodating the heavy traffic or the lower traffic. That's the efficiency is generally called as the main element of this traffic capacity. So it is the ability of the road to accommodate the traffic volume, as I said. So this traffic capacity is nothing but the maximum number of vehicles per lane. So it's nothing but the maximum number of vehicles per lane. So in a lane, how far in a single lane, what's the traffic volume and how far the volume has been accommodated in a traffic lane. That is the basic measurement of this traffic study. And this traffic type is classified as the basic theoretical capacity, possible capacity and practical capacity. Basic theoretical capacity, the theoretical capacity is done by a equation. I'll say to you later. So based on this equation, we can calculate the basic theoretical capacity. But there is no need for the basic theoretical capacity to be same as that of the possible capacity and the practical capacity. For basic theoretical capacity is just equation, that's all. So what is the possible capacity? Possible capacity is something which is related to the trend charts. As in the last lecture, we have seen that a form of trend chart. Trend chart is a one which is used for predicting the future traffic volume. So based on this trend charts, will estimate the possible capacity, and practical capacity is the one which we are facing in the site. So it is the on-site traffic volume which is called as the practical capacity. So these are the basic three elements in traffic capacity studies. Next we need to know about the passenger car unit, PCU, which is a main design element in design any type of payments. Either it may be a flexible payment or even it may be a rigid payment. PCU is one of the major element. So PCU is nothing but the standard vehicle to passenger per hour. So it is the ratio of standard vehicle to the passenger ratio for an hour, within an hour. And there are some standard values for this PCUs. So if it is a car, tempo or auto rickshaw, it is 1. And in case of bus and truck, it's 3. Motorcycles and scooter, it's 0.5. Horse-drawn vehicles, it is 4. And large billow cars, it is 8. So these are their basic PCU values of the several vehicles which are traveling in a road. So the next study is the accidental study. So accidental study is to find out the reason behind the accident and to take the preventive measures. As we know, the effective function of a traffic engineering is to avoid or even to prevent the accidents. So that's why this accidental study is carried out. So accidents can be minimized only based on the accidental study, so that by doing this accidental study we can know the source or the reason behind the accidents that are occurring often or frequently at the specified point. So this accidental records consist of a location file. So it also has a spot map, it has a condition diagram, it also has a collision diagram. Collision diagram is nothing but based on the previous accidental occurrences, we are plotting the way that accident has been happened. So that is called as the collision diagram. So accidental study is the major study which we need to give much more importance in case of new alignment of road, or even the alignment revisions, or making the standards or grade intersections, or even in any cases we need to go for the accidental studies. Right. Next is the traffic signal. So traffic signal is nothing but it's a signal used to control the traffics. It's used to control the traffics with different colors. We know that we have a prominent of 3 different colors, which are green, yellow and red. So using these 3 colors, we are we are controlling the traffic densities, traffic volume. Generally, these traffic signals are adopted in the intersection points where 2 roads need to meet, or even 3 roads or 5 roads or 6 roads used to meet. So such type of intersections only, generally these type of traffic signals are allotted. So what are the types of traffic signals? They are traffic control signs, they are pedestrian signs, and they are specific signs. Now we have a secondary classification of traffic control signs we'll discuss later. So pedestrian signs in case of crossing the road of an individual from one side to the other side. So we need a signal to stop the vehicle for the crossing of this pedestrians. So something that we need to cross it on the zebra crossings. So we need a signal to maybe to stop the traffic. So that's why we are using these pedestrian signs, and there is a specific signs. These specific signs or signals are generally used to create an awareness to the driver or the vehicles. Generally, so something like you should not take a free left here. You can take a free left here. This is a one way. You should not plot here, or you should not take a right here, right turn here. So such like signals are called as the specific traffic signals, right? So next is the traffic control signals. So the traffic control signals are again classified into fixed, automated, and semi-automated and fully automated. So the fixed automated is something, the traffic signals and the times, the optimum cycle time, we are giving the optimum cycle time maybe for 50 seconds or 30 seconds. It depends on the time, right? So morning by 7 to 8, when you're going for a traffic for an intersection, you can see only at 20 seconds. But in case of 9 to 10 o'clock, you can see it may even extend up to 70 seconds or 80 seconds. So those OCT, optimum cycle times, were calculated and they are fixed, they won't be changed. So such type of signals are called as the fixed automated side. Something is semi-automated signals. These semi-automated signals always functions on the sensors. So suppose there are 3 roads in a junction, intersection. So we've been provided the signals. The 2 roads are heavily functioning and the 1 road is not so having a huge traffic. Then the time seconds will get lowered for the traffic with low traffic volume, and it will be higher for the traffic with the lanes which has the higher traffic contents. So that is the thing for semi-automated. And fully automated is something which is done by the traffic officials, not by the machines. They will fix the time, optimum cycle time, with respect to the traffics which they are seeing, and they will fix up the time seconds and they will do the traffic flow without any undisturbed manner. And this type of fully automated is generally done for a lower traffic. It's not suitable for a heavy traffic. So next, that is to find the optimum cycle time using Webster method. So it is actually, the Webster method is to find the delay. Suppose in an intersection of 4 roads, 3 of them has a signals. So signal timing will be interrelated. One lane signal time will be interrelated to the other lane signal time. So these two signals will be interrelated, will have a common merging time of 3 seconds or even common delay time of 4 seconds. So this can be calculated only based on some formula. OCT is equal to 1.5 times of the lane length divided by 1 minus y is the other intersections details. For this equation we will solve a problem later. So this is how the Webster method and the traffic signs are done. The optimum cycle time using Webster method is calculated. Okay, when roads meet up, so there may be the chance of getting collision of vehicles, or there may be the chances of getting accidents, more numbers. So we need to provide a clear path when the roads get meted. Maybe the roads are of same level, or the road may be of some different levels. So the provision of such clearances to the road junctions, or where the road meets, is called as the intersections. Generally, the intersections are classified as grade intersections and grade separations. Grade intersections is nothing but when the levels of the road are at same. But if the road levels are at different positions, then we need to go for grade separations. Grade separations are also called as the interchange. What they are called as? Interchange. Good. So the grade intersections, they can be further classified as channelized and rotary intersections. So channelized intersections, you know, it's maybe a common junction of 2 roads or 3 roads or 4 roads or 5 roads, whatever it may be, at same level is called as channelized. In case of a circle, you know that some circles were there, no, AVR circle, SB circles. So those are the circles which has of same level, road levels. So but there a lot of junctions may be, a lot of roads may be there, maybe 4 roads or 5 roads without any collisions, and to minimize the accidents and to promote the traffic flow, speedy traffic flow, we have the accurate method of choosing is the rotary grade intersections when the road levels are at same elevation. So in case of grade separations, we go for the interchanges. So there are some terms which is called as semi-directs, left diagonal, right diagonal, and loops in case of grade separations. So you see, so this is called as the left diagonal. So this turn is called as the left diagonal, and this turn is called as the right diagonal, and this is called as the semi-direct. You see there is a curve, little curve. So this is called as the semi-direct, and there is another term called loop. So the loop is generally used to convey, to change the directions. In all the cases, this grade intersection and grade separations are used to change the direction of the traffic flow. So maybe from right side to left side, or even to take the U-turns for changing the traffic movements, we are going for this grade intersections and grade separations. Out of this, even grade separations can also be designed in pattern in form of diamonds and rotaries. You know, so diamond pattern. And also in a rotary pattern. So high bridges are even constructed in form of rotary pattern. So these are the major topics in traffic engineering. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.